Hey YouTube! So, from Thomann the other day it arrived, you can see it there, the Behringer Vintage Overdrive TO800, which I believe is a Ibanez Tubescreamer 808 or T8 or whatever it is, distortion pedal. This isn't mine, but I've okayed it with the guy when I bought stuff from Thomann. I got to try and make it up to 100 quid. I could have done it myself, but I offered my pal if he wanted. You get a cheap Behringer pedal. So these come in at something like 21 quid or 22 quid, and there's £8 postage, so it's 30 quid. But if you buy 2 pedals or 5 pedals or something, the £8 postage stays the same. So that's why you end up, and then you end up, I mean, they're pretty sneaky about it though, and so you're sitting there going, oh, I'm already at 60 quid. Right, but if I can make it up to 100, then that £8 postage goes away, so you get free post. So I ended up fighting for that. So Tubescreamer is one of those things that I know. I've read lots of stuff about it. I know the original ones are really well regarded. I know that every pedal company makes one. I don't think I've ever had one before. I've never had an actual Tubescreamer, but I don't think I've ever had like a copy or a clone. These are very highly regarded, these Behringer pedals, so they're sort of new to me. This has never been on, so I'll turn the dials to about a half. It's quite cool when you buy a brand new pedal and it's actually all the knobs have never been turned up. I never maybe out of focus. Try and get these to half. I'm totally that pure fail to get all. There you go. So I've not actually even plugged this in yet. So this is me. I'm playing through my wee Laney, which you can't see there, a VC15, and no other pedals on. Using my Vantage Avenger, just because it's got coil splits and I like the guitar. This is actually left over from a video I did for my new favourite pedal, the Joyous Dream. It's pretty good. There may be something about this pedal thing. I wasn't really expecting to like that, but yeah, it's really good. So I'm not expecting to like this. I don't know. Part of me is because, you know, I'm different, so I don't like Les Pauls and Stratocasters and stuff, and you know, normal things. So everyone loves Tubescreamer, so I don't know, there must be something in it. So as a bridge humbucker, just clean to the Laney. Neck. Both of them. Bridge. And single coil. Neck and single coil. Both at single. Right, so I'm going to bridge, humbucker, turn this on, see what it does. Red light on. To be honest, it's exactly what I thought a Tubescreamer did sound like. It's sort of mid and mid pushy. Take it as a tone. Turn the tone down a wee bit. Oh, stand on the lead. Whoa, huge difference there. The secret is in that tone control. coils. I was in single coils in the neck there. Turn some gain up. I know you can use Tubescreamers. A lot use them to stack into other pedals, so you have that kind of. There's a famous setting where you think you've got the gain at practically nothing. You know, you just use it as a slight boost. But I'm going to see what happens when you turn it up full wide. Bridge bucker. For whatever the particular setup I've got just now, this is sounding really good for when I'm in single coils. I think once it's a Tubescreamer, the original used not to try and sort of drive the tube section of your amp. So I mean that thing's, it's only 15 watt, but it's barely on. So maybe it's not driving enough. It used to work really well with the clean. But just not so impressive for the. Yeah, this is maybe just a bit direct. I think the trick of what it's doing is that it doesn't really. It's not like a fuzz pedal or a distortion pedal. It's kind of just a little bit, and it only really seems to affect the sort of the middle. The middle only affects. I quite like it with no. That sounds good without a pedal on, but definitely gives it more balls. I'm wondering if the thing I'm hearing now, is that because I've got this turned up too high? I'm going to put it 12. Yeah. Maybe I'm just in a Fender, a single coily mood. I just guitar seems to be sounding awfully good. I'll see what happens now when I turn the gain right down. Put that back to 0. There's no volume, there's no sound coming through. Have I been using these buttons the wrong way around? Is that what's happening? If I get gain and treble or great gain and drive? No, I've got. Aye, okay. I was thinking this was drive. So I've just turned the volume up. So this is it with full distortion on. Right, okay. Yeah. So it is a distortion pedal, more like. So I thought we put a bit more distortion on. Not really well, sort of what I expected. I didn't expect it to work so well on single coils. It seems to be, maybe it's just the mood I'm in or the way my amp happens to be set up just now, but I just think the single coils, this is really cutting through. Not so keen on the humbucker sound. It's kind of like, one of the reasons I always put coil splits into guitars like this is when you're playing you know, when you're playing clean humbuckers, is it still on? It's still on. When you're playing clean humbuckers, they always seem to be a bit punchy and direct. Seems to be sounding. It never sounds as good when you're playing clean as a single coils. I don't think, I know that lots of people can use it. So what the Tubescreamer seems to do is, even when it's up at full, it still makes it, they still sound like single coils, which I find it's even using the rat and the fuzz pedal. To a certain degree, it doesn't really matter what kind of pickup you're using, it's just got the sound of the rat, so it's like, it's kind of a great leveler. You can kind of almost stick any guitar into the rat pedal and it just kind of, it just gives you a canvas of ratness. So it doesn't really, there's a slight difference between if you're using a coil split, but on this one it just seems to work really well. I'm mighty impressed. I kind of wish I'd just bought it myself now. So I will be, I've got my hyper fuzz pedal, which was more, that was the one I bought for myself. As I said, this one's for my pal. But it's definitely got something. I don't know how big my pedal board's going to end up being. Kind of worried about it a bit. I've got it to the start, around sort of half and half. Over all dials 12 o'clock. That's my preferred setting of a pedal. This is like. Maybe it's just because this. I don't know. Maybe forget about that, all that nonsense about single coils. Just. I can see why it was copied. It's not a total transformation, I think was probably maybe what I was trying to explain there with the rat pedal. It's kind of, the guitar still sounds like it did before the Tubescreamer was on. It's just kind of like, it's like adding a wee bit of EQ and a wee bit of sparkle to it, as opposed to being like a dry signal. Yeah, so in conclusion, I'm just going to buy one. Next time I'm getting if anyone else is getting a Thomann bundle and they're looking for something to try and make up their £100. Although I do still have my Joyous Dream. I'll maybe wait till I've had the Joyous Dream for a couple of weeks playing about with it before I get another distortion pedal. And I've also got the Hyper Fuzz. So yes, Tubescreamer seemed to be awesome, and from all accounts this is like just a total copy of the TS8 or TS808 or whatever it is. People always, I mean, it's always the same thing everyone always says about Behringer pedals. It's like, yep, it's absolutely perfect apart from it's got a plastic case, so it's probably not that road worthy, and it's like, they are pretty tough. I've got a few of them kicking about. My bass overdrive one, and yes, it does come in a same colour as the guitar. It does have a sort of plastic case, but in reality, if you're going to be actually proper touring, like doing a US tour for 3 months, you're unlikely to be using Behringer pedals anyway, which I can see how they would maybe get a bit beat up. But most of it's just sitting, and even then, it's not like they're pure flimsy. I don't know how much, I mean, it'd be interesting to see just how much stomping would take to break one of them compared to, like a Boss pedal. Because I mean, surely the metal would just bend, whereas that maybe has got a bit more flexibility in it, so maybe actually stronger. Don't know. But I can see why people are going mental for the Behringer pedals. They're cheap and awfully good. This seems to, I mean, I'm going to have to get one of these. Whether I'll end up with a Behringer one or maybe try and make a pedal at some point, maybe try and make a Tubescreamer. I don't think there's that much in it, because I think it's everybody who makes pedals everywhere makes a Tubescreamer-esque type thing. They'd maybe put you maybe get one that's got like a bass and a treble on it as well, or something like that, or like a switch to put some sort of cap on it, but basically just that. I know Tubescreamers can be hundreds of pounds if you look at the right one. 20 minutes talking about a pedal I know nothing about. Rock on, catch you later.